Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's 5:35. This meeting is now in session. Everybody please rise. We'll have a moment of silence in memory of former Commissioner Pete Benavides. Ms. Duke, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, C-Mark.
Item number 1, discussion and possible action on agreement between the State of Tamaulipas and the Brownsville Navigation District, Port of Brownsville, regarding the Port of Brownsville-Matamoros International Bridge Project.
I guess what I would like to do, I would like to have Mr. Silva step up and kind of give us a little bit of a history on this and give everybody an update.
Thank you. My name is Ernesto Silva, and I'm with Silva Auditing and Silva, and I have been working on the port project over the last year, more specifically trying to get some kind of an agreement with the state of Tamaulipas regarding the cooperation between the port and also the state of Tamaulipas to undertake the necessary studies to move forward and try to have the project eventually be constructed. At this time, the state of Tamaulipas has forwarded an agreement for your consideration, which would allow for the state of Tamaulipas and the port to undertake a feasibility study. And that feasibility study basically would determine whether or not the project is feasible for both parties. And if so, then you would move forward to develop the project. If it is not feasible, then at that point you would make a decision as to whether or not to continue to invest in the project. This is a very important step, not only for the port, but also for the state of Tamaulipas, because they are taking the initiative of becoming the sponsor and promoter of the project on the Mexican side. And unlike in the past, when the port worked with private consultants, in this particular case, you would be working with the governmental entity of the state of Tamaulipas. So I strongly feel it's a major step for the port, along with the Mexican government, and if all goes well and we undertake the study, then you could be moving forward with your project. One key point in the agreement that was asked by the port to be incorporated was any funds that are expended in the feasibility study on the Mexican side, that if and when the project moves forward, that they would be reimbursed to the port for any of those expenses. And that is the major point that was negotiated with the state of Tamaulipas. I don't know if anyone has any questions.
I would just like to add that I know that over the course of the past couple of months that you have been working in conjunction with the folks in Mexico, but also keeping us abreast through Commissioner Cristiano, and I've seen very positive things and negotiations that have come out of these meetings, as I've been in some of them myself, and I know everybody here at the port, especially the board, is extremely excited that we're going in the right direction, at least up until now. And just want to congratulate Commissioner Cristiano for doing that and taking it to the level that it is right now. Thank you.
I would also like to congratulate you and thank you for all your efforts on behalf of the port over there with the state of Tamaulipas.
That being said, I'd like to go ahead and make this motion, Mr. Chairman, subject to it coming back with all the signatures that needed on there.
Okay, we have a motion on the table to approve this item from Commissioner De Los Santos. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Commissioner Masso. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
I also want to say that, moving forward, one thing that's real important that we all understand and look, and when we're looking at this, we are starting a new attitude, a new approach at going about with this project. And that's why it's taken so long to move forward, is because we definitely want to have the state involved, because if the state wants it, and we have a much better chance of the port actually being successful at building this bridge. And I cannot not say, thank you to, not only the governor, but the governor's staff and the state of Tamaulipas, and included in that the mayor of Matamoros that has actually, been involved in the process and has given his blessing to moving forward. And I just want to thank everyone that has been involved. And, this is just a beginning step. This is not, we have accomplished a contract. We still have to do, like Mr. Silva said, we have to move forward and do a feasibility study to see if it's feasible. And once we do that, I'm sure that we can move forward. So I just want to say thank you to them, and hopefully everything comes out positive.
Item number 2, consider and take action to award the bid for the purchase of the 9 silos and appurtenances structures at the ex-USA Meat and Grain site. Debbie?
This morning, we had a deadline for receiving bids, and we did not actually receive any bids. I have been contacted by someone who had been interested. He was unable to get here in time to submit his bid. He is still interested in the project. I would ask that you authorize us extending the deadline for this bid for another week. We'll contact all of the people that have picked up packets and see if we can get another set of bids in. At this point, I know that the gentleman I talked to this afternoon did not feel he could meet our deadlines. It is a part of the bid that they tell us how long this project's going to take them, so we will bring that to you as well.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion on the table by Commissioner Cristiano, seconded by Commissioner De Los Santos. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item number 3, consider and take action on assignments, negotiations, easements, subleases, and contracts in general. Item number 1, PMI Services North America, Inc., PMI consent.
That is a lien on PMI's pipeline easement. There's no problem with the lien. However, I prepared the document that you would prepare. You would sign consent to it, and I sent it both to the bank and to PMI, and they've acknowledged they've got it, but I've got no responses. So you could either table it and wait for 2 weeks, or you could prove it, but that we don't know whether they'll agree to the form of the consent or not. No one has said there's any kind of deadline.
Subject to it coming back. Daniel, check on that for us.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion to approve it by Commissioner De Los Santos, seconded by Commissioner Cristiano. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Item number 4, adjourn into executive session. We have
Nothing.
nothing?
No executive session.
Okay.
Motion adjourned.
So we have a motion on the table to adjourn,
Second it?
seconded by Commissioner Massa. All those in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is now adjourned.
Bye.